We need to keep telling you that. Boom, boom, boom. And along with that, the Microsoft Surface is our last opportunity. That's coming up at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's our QVC Big Deal, QVC 2 Big Deal. This, Marie-Louise Ludwig.
Hello.
Completely different category here.
Yes.
Item I don't know a lot about, other than I know the Midwest. I'm from Minnesota. This is from Wisconsin.
Yes.
Cheese. People think of cheese, cold, right? Take a slice, have a little wine.
Yeah.
This is meant to be baked, is it not?
It's meant to be grilled and eaten warm. This is unlike anything you've ever had before. And I'm going to take you to Wisconsin where it's made, but I want everybody to know the different flavors that we're offering today, because you're getting 2 each of 3 different choices. And I'm going to have you try some down here in front. So you want to go through the flavors?
2, 4, 6. Go for it.
Okay, so 6 ounces each, 36 ounces altogether. This is a traditional, this is called Juusto.
Juusto. The Pasture Pride Juusto.
Yep.
Baked cheese assortment.
Originated in the country of Finland, where it's called bread cheese and still very beloved over there. So you're getting 2 of the traditional. You're getting 2 of the Italiano, which have Italian spices all the way through. It tastes very much like the topping on the pizza that we all love.
Okay.
And finally, you're getting 2 with real bacon crumbles embedded all the way through it. These are all individually packaged. They're all individually toasted before they're packaged. And I'm going to tell you why that's important. All ready to go into the freezer so you can pull them out, thaw them before needed. But this is what I want everybody to see.
Okay.
This is how you prepare it, and this is how you eat it. Whether you start with a griddle or a cast iron pan, start cold, put it on from low and slow, because what happens is this is a whole milk cheese. And as it starts to cook,
but it says baked. So does it have to be on the griddle?
No,
Can you bake it if you want to?
You can put it into the oven if you want to.
I just want to make sure, because it says baked.
You can put it in the microwave if you want to. This is not going to be an oozy, drippy cheese. This is going to be warm and soft with a little bit of a squeak to it. But when you start to grill it, all of the butter fat from that whole milk cheese rises to the top.
And you get all
and
flavors
here. It starts to glisten. You do. So
Oh.
you want to go in?
Yeah, I do.
I want you to try this.
So how long does it, out of the freezer, do you thaw it first?
You want to thaw it first. You don't want to do it from frozen. So you
From
can
the
thaw
frozen, you
it
put it in your
refrigerator.
fridge.
Yeah, and
for
then
a while,
it takes
for a
about
day.
15 minutes on there. You can get this started, get it going while your guests are arriving, when the kids get home from school.
Yeah.
So
am I having this with?
I want you to go down in front. I want you to take it right off the griddle.
Right off the griddle?
Right off the griddle.
Which one do I have here?
Just give it a little, just blow on it a little bit. You have the Italian one right here.
So
this is how you serve it. Everybody eats off of the warm griddle. You don't eat this cold. You really want to eat this warm, because when it's warm, all of that whole milk flavor and the cheese and all the spices that are in there and all the warmth of that butter fat comes through. It's very different.
Oh my gosh, it is different.
A little squeaky.
It's a little squeaky, but it's a little tangy too.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of flavor with it.
Yes, very much so. It's great by itself. It's great when you serve it with other things. It's a perfect protein if you're somebody in particular who's on a protein diet.
I want to get into this, by the way. I want to get into serving a couple things right over
Yeah,
here.
the different things you can do with this. This is great when you take it warm and you put jams on the top of it, honey or blackberry jam, put that on the griddle.
So again, as we see this, what kind of cheese do we have here?
This is the Italian one.
Italian cheese.
Italian cheese, a whole milk cheese. Each one of these 6-ounce blocks contains almost a half a gallon of whole milk.
It's a whole milk cheese.
Whole milk cheese.
With added things to
spices.
Italianize it, if you will.
Yes, yep,
right?
to give it a little bit
whole
of an
milk
Italian
cheese. So
flair.
they're basically all the same kind. So it's not like a Parmesan cheese.
Nope,
It's a
nope,
whole milk
nope.
cheese. That's the kind of cheese it is.
Yep, all starts with that traditional flavor, and then we add Italian spices to the Italian,
Good.
and then we add fresh bacon to the bacon one. So you're getting a whole bunch of different flavors incorporated into it. Great by itself, great with a salad, soup, and crusty bread, all kinds of different things that we've done with it here. But what's beautiful about this is that you eat it warm, and it needs to be served warm. So why don't you try this one in the middle? This is the bacon right down here.
Yeah. I want to think about with crackers. With some pepperoni.
Yeah.
My buddy has a question. Could you put this on a flatbread or put it on top of anything else?
You absolutely
could. You pizza-ize this, in other words?
You could put it on the top of a pizza if you want to. In fact, the Italian one reminds me a little bit of it, but it's not pulley and stringy like a regular mozzarella cheese. The taste, the texture when it's warm
it's meatier
is
than that.
Meltier. It's got a little bit more of a bite to it and just a little bit of a squeak, but that's what makes it so unique.
Absolutely unique.
And good, and the kids love it too.
All whole milk, right?
All whole milk. And then this one down here in front. So this comes to us from a company out of Wisconsin called Pasture Pride. It's a third-generation award-winning cheese-making factory that just wanted to bring this over to the States. So this is relatively new to everybody, and we're very excited to show cheese that you eat warm.
It's not a brie cheese either, right?
No, it's not.
So in other words, it's not a dipping cheese.
You could dip it if you wanted to, but
Yeah.
you just need to eat it warm. There's so many different things that it lends itself to. Serving with fresh vegetables or on a salad, putting it between a piece of bread, doing it deconstructive where maybe you have meatloaf in the middle and cheese on the outside of it. Serving it warm because that brings out all of the flavor.
It's QVC2. QVC2, Wine and Dine with Rick Premier program. Great wine coming up. What kind of wine would you choose with this? I want to let you think about that for a second. When I let everybody know, there's 400 remaining with this. I think another wine that would go well with this because of the richness would be a buttery Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Like a really big buttery Chardonnay. We have great wine
I think that would be
coming
awesome.
up. Big buttery Chardonnay. We have a great Pinot Grigio coming up within the program as well. So stay tuned. There's a lot coming up. We have great steaks coming up as well. So if you're a big red wine lover, there's a lot happening. In the last 20 seconds, what'd you bring us?
You know, with company coming for the Easter time, why not serve something different? From the state of Wisconsin, a Wisconsin cheesemaker, this is called Juusto. It is a whole milk cheese that got its origin in Finland, but you warm it up on a griddle or you bake it in the oven and you serve it warm.
The J is silent.
This J is silent. It's an ooh.
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 Ooh, so good.
Ooh, I get to spend an hour with Rick.
Ooh, that's, yeah, right. Either it's ooh or ooh. One of the two. Good to see you, Marie.
Very nice to be
Very good.
here.
I'm going to keep moving. By the way, where's my vino? Who took my wine? Travis? Did Travis, the
not.
backstage vice president, steal my wine?
I did not.
Woohoo, Travis. Hey, all right, here we go. Let's get going. Let's get into it. Wine and Dine, red wine, Syrah coming up, Pinot coming up, steak. Right? Heaven? Yes. Right now, is it grilling season? Baby, here it comes. Spring has sprung. It's starting to warm up. Take the cover off the grill and put on your Black Angus steak from Rastelli, fastest growing food company on QVC. One of the fastest growing companies, Mr. CEO, Ray Rastelli, in the history of QVC when it comes to food. It's great to have you back.
It's great to see you
so
again.
Great to have you
Always
back.
great to be with you.
This guy is your local butcher. Also, supplies great steaks to 7-star restaurants in Dubai. Good enough for my backyard if it goes to a 7-star restaurant in Dubai. Look at these Black Angus sirloins. The story on this is, and I'd love you to dive into how it gets there after I let everybody know, there's a buy more, save $15 if you buy the set of 16 instead of the set of 8. They'll stay in your freezer, individually packaged. You're good to go there. If you've tried them, you want to call us on QVC2. Do we have a testimonial line on QVC2? We'll get that up in a second. But automated orders are a great way to lock these in with free shipping and handling. I'm going to start with 2 words, and I'd love your clarification. Black Angus.
Yes. So we always start with a Black Angus steak, and if you take a look at these steaks raw, what we identify in Black Angus is all the marbling that you see inside of that steak. That marbling is really what gives us the tender, the texture, and that great beef flavor. And as you can see by these steaks, we have trimmed them, Rick, from one end to the other, so 6 ounces is totally edible from one end to the other. And it really is a beautiful size portion.
It really is. This is Rastelli.